All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. It's great to see you all out there in a virtual land. This is Casey MacGill, and I'm going to be performing an original tune right now. We have an original song slot at the beginning of the show, and this one is a very seasonal tune. It's called On a Summer Night. It goes like this. On a summer night, saw your silhouette, memories of your smile, a smile I can't forget. On a summer night, the stars recall the past, the night we held a dream that wouldn't last. In a love song long ago, you cuddled close to me when the sky turned indigo and our hearts were on a spree. Got a big old moon, gonna be alright. I'll load your memory on a summer night. On a summer night, I saw your silhouette, memories of your smile, a smile I can't forget. On a summer night, the stars recall the past, the night we held a dream that wouldn't last. In a love song long ago, you cuddled close to me when the sky turned indigo and our hearts were on a spree. Got a big old moon, it's gonna be alright. I'll hold your memory on a summer night. I'll hold your memory on a summer night. Yeah. All righty.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, are we all coming in okay? I was glancing over at the monitor and I wasn't sure if we were broadcasting.
We are broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
You're live.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today on the Cocktail Hour. I'm Casey, and we've got some fantastic guests for you. Before we get too much further, I'd like to mention that if you feel like helping us out with a little donation. You can do that at either PayPal or Venmo. And I'd also like to introduce all of our guests that are on air with us. And I'm looking at the screen. It looks kind of like Hollywood Squares, which is a fun thing. I used to practice my horn to that show years ago. And up in the upper left-hand corner, we have our fabulous dancer, the delightful Bailey McCullough.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And right below Bailey, we have Maddie and John, all the way from, St. Paul, Minnesota. All right.
Oh,
Thanks for hanging out with us, kids. And right below them is our celebrity bartender, somewhere in the hills above Sunset Boulevard. It's our fabulous friend, the delightful Jude Swift. Hi, Jude. Hi. We're looking forward to that libation.
So am I.
In the middle of our Hollywood Squaredom here, we have my sister-in-law Amy, who's with us from New York State on Long Island. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Casey. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Woo!
yeah.
And right below Amy, sitting at his home studio in West Seattle, it's our good friend, Mr. Larry Knapp. Hi, Larry.
Hey, Casey.
All right, you look fabulous.
Happy birthday.
And on the upper right-hand corner, we have our special guest, our special musical guest, the great Mr. Dave Stuckey. Hi, Dave.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, if this is Hollywood Squares, does this make
yeah,
me
Dave's
Charlie
Weaver.
Weaver or Paul Lynn? Which one?
Okay.
You can do impersonations of either one, I'm sure, Dave.
There he is. Let me try that again. Coming to you from the San Fernando Valley, it's our musical special guest, Mr. Dave Stuckey. There you go, Dave.
Take two. Did you hear my joke? Do I have to tell the joke again?
Right, and right below Dave, in the heart of Seattle and Capitol Hill, our good friend Maddie Madeline, helping us out with some technical details. And right below Maddie, also in the San Fernando Valley, coming to you from his lovely mid-century home in Northridge, it's our good friend Mr. Ron Groper.
Yeah.
Ronnie?
Hey.
All right. And so right now we would like to have Dave play a song for you, our special featured guest. And are we ready for Dave?
I'm happy to do it. I'm ready if you are.
Ready for Dave, but Larry, did you have something to say?
Oh, we're gonna do. This is for you, Casey. So. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Casey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Larry.
Casey.
Hey.
Thank you, Larry. I owe you $1.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh.
Well, the music has already started, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to continue and head down to California for our special guest, Mr. Dave Stuckey. Hey, Dave.
Hey.
That's an open road that you're sporting this afternoon?
That is correct, sir. I knew you would know.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Thank you.
I have one too, but yours happens to be clean.
Well, don't look too close, my friend. Not too close.
Okay. I love that that room that has all of your stuff that you can't have in the rest of the house.
Yes, that's what it is, and that's why we bought the house 10 years ago. My
Oh.
wife said, "Hey, you could use this room for your records and for your posters and your." So yeah, I'll happily accept it.
Speaking to her, when she looked at that room, she goes, he can put his stuff in there.
Very smart. She was very smart.
Well, what have you got for us? I'd like to hear a song.
Well, I'd like to play a song. I think this one is a bit of a rare bird in that it's a song Fats Waller recorded but didn't write. He wrote so many doggone songs, but here's one that's a great record of his. Other folks have done it, but his is by far my favorite version. and you'll get the title right off the bat. Got a brand new suit, got a brand new tie, got a brand new twinkle in my eye. Baby, you know the reason why. Got a brand new girl, and I can't dispute. She's the reason I've got a brand new tie, a brand new suit. Now when I'm with her, got to look my best. Put on my tan shoes, gray spats, a double-breasted vest, gonna wear my stick pin. It's a Tekla pearl with a brand new tie, a brand new suit, and a brand new girl. Now my modulation. When I'm with her, got to look my best, yeah, man. Put on my tan shoes, my gray spats, my double-breasted vest, gonna wear my stick pin. Yes, with a Tekla pearl, with a brand new tie, a brand new suit, a brand new girl, yeah. Ba da da da, wa da da da, da da da. Ba da da da, da 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 da, ba ba da da, ba ba ba. Brand new suit, nowhere to go. Thank you, friends. Thank you.
All right.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
I almost programmed that one myself. I'm glad I didn't.
I was going to say, I bet you do that one.
I love that song.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
when I first started listening to this music, there was a series of albums on RCA called the Vintage Series.
Yeah.
And that was one of the cuts on one of the many Fats albums.
yeah,
And yeah, I love that song.
it's a great song. And that's Dietz and Schwartz, right? Arthur Schwartz and Howard Dietz, who wrote You in the Night and the Music.
Uh-huh.
And right, what else? I guess I'll have to change my plan. I think they wrote that together.
I guess I'll have to change my pants.
Yes. Love that one. Love that. It's a little embarrassing, but I love it anyway.
Well, I collect old sheet music, and I've got a copy of Brand New Suit.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm remiss because I should have had it handy, but it's from a Broadway show called At Home Abroad, and it starred Ethel Waters. Yeah. And I believe, let's see, who else was in that? I think Eleanor Powell, and anyway, it was a great show, and fortunately,
Does that tune have a
Bats was able to make a recording of that tune. A lot of the jazz guys, with a few good exceptions, didn't really start recording the great standards until in the 50s.
Yeah, that's right. Well, so you got the sheet music. Does that that must have a verse? I've never heard a verse to that song, but
you know, I've never looked at the verse.
Yeah, I'd be curious to hear what it is. I love sometimes verses that have gotten dropped off over the years are great. Sometimes they're deservedly dropped off, right?
Yeah. I'm falling behind on that tune actually. I don't have that verse, but but it's a great cover. And let's see what else we got going here. I want to. I'm going to move on to area I call the good old good ones, and this is just a couple of songs from the Great American Songbook. It could be like that last one, Brand New Suit, or I've got a couple of Gershwin tunes today, and this first one is one called Slap That Bass, and I want to get Bailey to dance to it. That's Bailey right there. We're going to have the two of us on screen. And this one is from a Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movie called Shall We Dance? And it's a really cute tune. Goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Zoom, 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 zoom. The world is in a mess. With politics and taxes, people grinding axes, there's no happiness. Zoom, 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 zoom. Rhythm, lead your ace. The future doesn't fret me if I can only get me someone to slap that bass. Happiness is not a riddle when I'm listening to that big bass fiddle. Slap that bass, slap it till it's dizzy. Slap that bass, keep the rhythm busy. Zoom, 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 misery, you gotta go. Slap that bass, use it like a tonic. Slap that bass, keep your philharmonic. Zoom, 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 then the milk and honey will flow. Dictators would be better off if they zoom now and then. Today you can see that the happiest men all got rhythm, in which case, if you want a bubble, slap that bass, slap away your trouble. Learn to zoom, 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 slap that bass. All right, here we go. Dictators would be better off if they zoom now and then. Today you can see that the happiest men all got rhythm, in which case, if you want a bubble, slap that bass, slap away your trouble. Learn to zoom, 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 slap that bass.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Thanks, Bailey. We did it.
Yeah.
All right. Isn't that a fun song?
Beautiful.
I
Love that song.
tune. I'm surprised
Yeah.
that it really hasn't been covered. I have heard an old recording of the Ink Spots doing it, which is really curious because, you know, they're not known for doing songs like that, but that was before they developed their signature format, their romantic format. And they at that time they were sounding more like the Mills Brothers. But anyway, slap that bass, and then I've got a lovely waltz for you. That's another Gershwin tune, and this one is from the 1920s, and was written around the time of The Man I Love and Fascinating Rhythm and the Concerto in F, and it's got a lovely melody that's very typical of what George was writing at that time. So here's the Three-Quarter Blues.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, at this time, I would like to bring over my better half, my executive producer, the gal that I like to call Jessica. And not only are we going to play a song together, but we're going to show off. You want to move the camera over a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Aha. And this is Jessica, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Matching mutes, isn't this great? Oh yeah, I need to move the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, you won't hear me at all.
Okay.
Yes.
How's that? I think that's going to work.
I think that
Is
should
that pretty
work.
much where it's been?
Yeah. Ooh.
By the way, this next song, whoa, this next song is written by a guy named Herman Hupfeld, who you may not have heard of, but you definitely have heard of a song called As Time Goes By. And this is he didn't write a lot of songs, but this is a great one, and it was in a movie back in the 30s and was introduced by one of our big musical heroes, Mr. Cliff Edwards. And whenever we do a Cliff song, we like to call it a feature. We call it Cliffy's Corner. So Jessica's going to demonstrate a little bit of a tune called Night Owl.
Okay, let's move the microphone just a little bit so you
Okay.
can see my face.
There you go. There it is. All right. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go.
The moon, the stars, the stillness of the night has always cast a spell on me. I'm not afraid to say I'd rather sleep all day. The lights, the fun, the things that can be done, that one who needs the sun can't see. I'm like that wise old bird
You are.
whose song you often heard. I'm a night owl.
Night owl.
I start up as soon as the sun goes down. I'm a night owl.
Night owl.
I start up and I do the town of Brown. I make light of the darkness like my friend in the tree. Along about 3, I'm hooting, still hooting. I'm a night owl.
She's a night owl. Just like that great bird, I am a late bird too. just like that great bird. I am a late bird too.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
That girl tried to steal the show. All right.
That's right.
Isn't that a fun song? I love that.
Great song.
You know, he wrote another one that I have not yet learned, but I'm very interested in, called When Yuba Plays the Rumba on the Tuba down in Cuba. And I'm looking forward to doing that one here in the near future. Well, you know, it's come to a very special time, and that time is, what are you drinking? What's your cocktail? So those of you out there in virtual land, send us a little text and let us know what you're sipping. How about you kids here on screen? I think Ronnie's got something going here. Ronnie, what have you got? We better unmute.
I thought I'd keep it simple. You know, gin and tonic. It's a summery drink.
Excellent. You're a classic, Ron. Does anybody else have a little something going there? How about you, Maddie?
Not
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
Oh, wrong Maddie.
Sorry, Maddie.
Two Maddies.
We're calling this Casey's birthday cocktail,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
made with
It's a vodka, a Campari, grapefruit crema, and spritzer, like
Ooh.
sparkling water.
it's very refreshing.
Oh, blood orange bitters.
I thought perhaps in honor of my age, you're going to put some formaldehyde in there or something.
Not this year.
Yeah. How about you, Maddie Ann?
Well, I had a drink. It was another whiskey diet, my normal, but it is alcohol.
Yeah. Well, you know, as
I have the same
I
problem.
don't think you
Right?
have something going there, Amy. Larry, do you have something going there?
I do. It's my low calorie. It's gin, soda, and a splash of lemon juice.
You know, you're always going to stay trim with that one, Larry.
Oh, no, I don't.
You know, we've made the rounds. Dave, do you have anything going there?
I do, by chance, I have what's called a hillbilly cocktail.
Uh-huh.
It's a lovely Pilsner.
Ah, fantastic. Hillbilly cocktail. I thought you were going to say like a beer and a shot or something like that.
Yeah, for moonshine.
That would actually be a Boilermaker.
Yeah, that's right.
But this brings us to our celebrity bartender, the fabulous Jude Swift. Hi, Jude.
Hey, hi.
I'm very excited, and I want to hear all about this libation that you are going to create for us.
Yes. Well, actually, I've already created it, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I used.
Okay.
All right. This is called, appropriately for this time, the Suffering Bastard. And I say that it's the cause of and the cure for a hangover. So it was created by a guy named Joe Sciallum at Shepherd's Hotel in Cairo in 1942. And he was a chemist who said making drinks was more fun than bartending. And so this place was a hangout for British officers and press corps. So he heard of a British officer complain of a hangover, and so he created the Suffering Bastard. He remained at Shepherd's Hotel until it was destroyed in 1952 in a riot. He stayed in Egypt until imprisoned on suspicion of espionage, eventually exiled by President Nasser after the Suez Canal crisis. So Conrad Hilton heard about him and hired him to open a hotel in Havana, in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and then moved him to open a bar in Havana. Castro's revolution led him to leaving, and he spent the rest of his career opening bars for Conrad Hilton all over the globe.
Ah.
So this is called the Suffering Bastard, which is my new favorite cocktail.
All right.
Okay, so basically you're going to need some gin. You're going to need some nice bourbon.
Wow.
You're going to need some ginger beer.
Mm-hmm.
you'll need a little lime juice. I know this is very grocery store, but you will need a little bit of fresh lime juice or Rose's lime, whatever, a little bit of Angostura bitters or your favorite bitter. So basically it's a 1-to-1-to-1 of gin, bourbon, and lime juice.
Wow.
Now I take this one and sometimes turn it into this, but so you build it in a rocks glass. And so you just pile a bunch of ice cubes here. And so you do your 1 shot of bourbon, 1 shot of gin, 1 shot of roses. And then you finish it off with ginger beer and a splash of bitters. And then the most important thing is that you have to use your special stir like this. And then you have a Suffering Bastard, enjoy with nuts.
Wow.
And so the Suffering Bastard is truly my favorite new drink. Cheers to all of you. Happy birthday, Casey.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys end up making one because it really is a joy. And I think you can substitute like different lime juices or bitters or whatever, but the basic recipe is ginger beer, gin, and bourbon.
Wow.
So yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Lovely.
Cheers.
Woo!
Play it again, Casey.
All right, Jude, that was fantastic.
Thank
can come
you.
back anytime. All right, that was lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our celebrity bartender, Jude Swift.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
Summary bastard.
Suffering Bastard.
A suffering bastard.
Mhm.
Okay. Actually, I think there was a band in Seattle called the Suffering Bastards.
Seriously.
Fuckheads.
Suffering Fuckheads, excuse me.
It's so fun to say, isn't it?
That's right. Suffering Fuckheads. It's
Suffering
close. It's
Fuckheads.
in the ballpark.
Kind of, you drink enough of them and you become a suffering fuckhead. But
Yeah.
You know,
wouldn't
I
take
have
too much
had-
from me.
I have had, usually one will kind of like majorly take the edge off. And occasionally since when a Zoom call or a FaceTime cocktail call has gone on for a while, I've imbibed in two of them.
Mhm.
And 2 kind of makes you forget what you're having for dinner.
You need to write it down, I think.
What you had for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much. At this point, I'd like to move on to the next chapter of our show today, and that is the dancing portion of our show. So those of you out there who would like to have some music to dance to, and also our great dancer, Bailey, we've got a couple of things. This one is an original song that was written for a podcast in San Francisco a few years back. It's called Swing Nation. And that's also the title of our little segment here. So here's a little bit of Swing Nation for you. Hit that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor, Swing Nation. People grooving together. Lindy bow, Charleston too. Rhythm is our golden rule, Swing Nation. People grooving together. All around the planet, gates are in the groove. I don't have to understand it. You just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll. Put some jelly on that roll, Swing Nation. People groove together. La da 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 la da 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 da. All around the planet, gates are in the groove. I don't have to understand it. You just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll. Put some jelly on that roll, Swing Nation. People groove together. Swing Nation, people groove together. All right.
Yeah.
Bailey,
Yeah, absolutely.
thank you.
Nice.
Good job. I've got another tune in the dancing. Good job. Thank you. You look great. I've got another tune in the Swing Nation, our little dance segment. And this one is from the 1930s, and it's called Rocket for Me. So don't be confused by the title. This one was recorded by Ella Fitzgerald when she was singing with the Chick Webb Orchestra, but they did it quite a bit slower. And when I heard their version, I thought, gee, it seems like that song would be a lot more fun if we picked it up a bit. So I ended up doing this kind of a boogie woogie version of it, and it goes like this: 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, it came to town, a new rhythm thriller, done up brown. It really is a killer, and now I'm all through with symphony. Oh, rock it for me. Every night you see all the nifties, plenty bright, swinging down the 50s. They're all through with that old symphony. Oh, rock it for me. Well, they said that once upon a time the opera was the thing, but today the rage, rhythm and rhyme. So won't you satisfy my soul with rock and roll? Can't be tamed while the band is playing. It ain't no shame to keep your body swaying. Beat it out in a minor key. Oh, rock for me. Well, they said that once upon a time the opera was a thing, but today that rage is rhythm and rhyme. So won't you satisfy my soul with rock and roll? You can't be tamed while the band is playing. It ain't no shame to keep your body swaying. Now beat it out in a minor key. Oh, rock it, oh, rock it, oh, rock it for me.
Yeah,
Woo, all right. Nice.
yeah.
Awesome.
That's a fun one. I took the challenge on that one. That I do that in the key of D flat, and it's funny because you think, oh, that's a hard key, but that bass part, it's not bad. It's not too hard to play in that key. D flat might be hard on some other instruments, well, string instruments for sure, but for horns and that particular
Hard for me.
no, it's not bad. Anyway, so that is our little that's our little dance segment, our Swing Nation segment. And you know, we've had Dave on to do a number so far, but we definitely need to hear more of Dave sing and play. And right now we would like to feature him on a couple of tunes. So Dave, take it away.
All right, then. If you'll allow me, I'd like to do an original tune right now that I wrote for a Western swing record that I did many moons ago with some very good friends in Austin. A bunch of folks who really knew how to play it right. And we had a great time. Recorded a CD, this and that. So here's a song sort of written about the sort of the original connotation back in the 20s of boogie. You know, people say it's about one thing and another. Here's one way anyway, and it's called "They Did the Boogie." way back when Adam took the apple from me, he said, you're in possession of something I need. They did the boogie. They did the boogie. Da da da. They let old Mother Nature throw it in gear. They did the boogie. Now Caesar said, neighbors, lend me an ear. Mr. Caesar said, I got a better idea. They did the boogie. They did the boogie. Da da da. They let old Mother Nature throw it in gear. They did the boogie. Well, you don't need to look in any history book, starting with the age of man. You take a he and a she, a bird and a bee. Well, brother, that's how the boogie began. Now Bonaparte thought he'd met his defeat, till Josephine took him to his favorite retreat. They did the boogie. They did the boogie. Da 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 da. They did old Mother Nature throw it in gear. They did the boogie. Well, let me try one. You don't need a professor to tell you that, yes, sir, this has a familiar ring. It was all foretold in the days of old, and it all comes down to just one thing. Mark Antony said he would walk a mile if Cleo would invade him on the banks of the Nile. They did the boogie. They did the boogie. Da 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 da. They did old Mother Nature throw it in gear. They did the boogie. They let old Mother Nature throw it in gear. They did the boogie. All right.
Yeah, all right. Hey, yeah.
Friends,
I love that song.
thank you. Thank you. It's fun to write songs, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
You know,
It is. And
think
I would love to. You recorded that, right?
I did.
What was the name of that group?
It was called Dave Stuckey and the Rhythm Gang.
Ah,
Way back, it was, years and years ago.
a different
So,
gang.
Yeah, different gang. I decided to go with Hot House Gang later on. We just did that one a few years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just half originals, half covers, and it was tons of fun. You know we love this old music, and when you write the songs, you try to write. You
Yeah.
don't try to copy one, but you try to like get in the spirit of it, right?
Yeah.
You know, I even used to
Absolutely.
think I think about these songs. I'd walk the dog and think about them, and I would think of a title for the song, and I think, can I picture this title on a 78 label? Does this look like a title that would be on a, and that was the measure of it all.
That's great. Well, listen, can you do another tune for us?
I can. I would love to. And I'm sorry that I drank all my beer.
I'm sorry too.
I mean,
I'd love to buy another one.
It's too far to the kitchen. So I would like to do now.
Dave, I need your feed the kitty sign. You need to give that to me for my birthday.
You cannot have it for your birthday. Even for your,
Ooh.
much as I would love to give it to you, a guy made it, a sign painter, a real like trad sign painter who lives back east. He did that, and he did a sign for the band to just put up, on a thing on
very
stage.
good. It's so
And he's so good. He paints,
Yeah.
Like grocery store,
Love
the
it,
old,
love it, love
butcher
it, love
paper.
it,
Yeah.
love it. Yeah.
And he'd never
I
done
love-
anything like that.
I love your singing too and playing. Keep going.
Thank
Sorry
you.
to interrupt.
You do. All right. I'd like to do a number now. Casey probably knows this number because he knows all of them. This is a tune from 1935 from a band called the Mound City Blue Blowers, which were a band from St. Louis. Was the old nickname for St. Louis. Mound City. It was a guy named Red McKenzie. And the band started in the 20s, went for a while, then broke up, and then he got them back together in the mid 30s to record a bunch of sides, which have all been compiled. And he had people like, by then, famous people like Dave Tuff drumming, Benny Goodman's drummer, and Dave Barber played guitar in the band in some of these sessions, and some other folks, Jack Teagarden sang on some of these. Anyway, this is a tune also covered by the great Wingy Manone, who, oh boy, he's one of my all-timers. Anyway, this is the Mound City Blue Blowers tune called "The Broken Record." Get my tempo going. My sweetheart, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous tonight. That's a song I heard on a phonograph. Needle caught on the broken half and kept playing and saying, my sweetheart, I kiss you, 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 I kiss you tonight. All at once I started to think of you. Things I wanted to say and do while we were dancing, romancing. The broken record playing on and then the broken record started again. My sweetheart, I love you, 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 I do. Well, it may sound silly, I will agree. It may sound daffy, but not to me. But there's no doubt it's the way I feel about you. The broken record played on and then the broken record started again. My sweetheart, I love you, 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 I do. Well, it may sound silly, I will agree. The words sound daffy, but not to me. Cause there's no doubt it's the way I feel about you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Then Wingy Manone says, take that record off and throw it out the window.
Yeah,
The broken record.
Yeah, all right.
that's a great one.
Thanks so much.
That's really fun. You know, I'm not familiar with that song.
Yeah, it's Wingy's version is good. He kind of goes off, but the Blue Blowers harmonize it, and they stay right on that broken record part.
That's
It's
great. I love that.
fun. They did some fun tunes for sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
Ladies and
thank
gentlemen, Dave Stuckey, and if you're feeling generous, and I hope you are, please you can make a donation to Dave on either Venmo or PayPal, and I guess you just go on there and look up your name, right? And they'll
Yeah, PayPal on PayPal it's Stuckyville,
Stuckey.
and Venmo's just at Dave-Stuckey. Yeah, you can find it on. Not many of us.
That's right. And also, while we're on the subject, if you want to give a little donation or a big donation to Bailey, you can do that too. And Bailey, are you on both of those formats?
I am. Yep. I put my email in this little name box here for PayPal, and then my Venmo is Snaily Bailey, which hopefully is easy to remember, and it's spelled just like my first name except for Snaily. So hopefully you can find me either one of those ways.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Bailey. Bailey McCullough.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And then I'm also on both of those formats too. I think it's just Casey MacGill, on those. We're just about out of time, but it's been just fantastic getting to hang out with all of you today. What a delightful collection of humanity. So much better than the other kind. Wow. I mean, it's so civilized, I can hardly stand it. I mean, expecting something terrible to happen any second, but.
Civilized and tipsy.
So I'd like to do a ballad here before we sign off. And I had this other one planned, but I'm feeling kind of squirrely and I want to change my direction and do one of my own original tunes. And this song is called Love Ain't Nothing But the Blues. And I was inspired to write this song because I found an old piece of sheet music with the exact same title. And I thought, oh boy, I bet this is going to be a great song. And it was from, late 20s, early 30s. And I got a hold of the music and I started playing through it. And I thought, this isn't a very good song. I can write something a little better than this, And so that became the springboard for writing this tune. Anyway, it's what we call a slow drag. And I'm sorry I can't address the camera when I'm crooning. I have to look at my hands to play the piano. I never learned how to get away from that. So please forgive me in advance. But anyway, it's a very kind of a mellow thing. And we've got the little 4-part harmony here. And it goes like this. Love ain't nothing. Love ain't nothing but the blues. I say love ain't nothing. Love ain't nothing but bad news. Love's a hypnotizer, always ending much too soon. But honey, if you prove me wrong, I'd be the lucky one to change my tune. Until then, I'll say love ain't nothing. Love ain't nothing but the blues. Love's a hypnotizing song, a song that's always ending much too soon. But honey, if you prove me wrong, I'd be the lucky one to change my tune. Until then, I'll say love ain't nothing. Love ain't nothing but the love ain't nothing but the love ain't nothing but the blues.
Yeah.
Great song. Woo!
All righty. That was fun. I'm getting real flaky now. I'm gonna do something different than our regular closing theme, just for fun. And
It's your birthday.
Go for it, babe.
Yeah.
damn it,
Damn it.
I'm entering a whole new decade. It's frightening. I like to say free falling in the bliss. Excuse me. Let's try it again. Free falling in the. I can't even say it anymore. In the abyss.
Here, drink a suffering bastard.
Mortality. What's it? I give up. Enough of my stock lines. Okay, but before we leave, I would love to thank our on-air guests for joining us today, and it was really great to hang with all of you guys, and it was a delightful collection of talent. In fact, we have some talent we haven't even explored yet because Amy is a fantastic violinist, and Maddie is also an excellent dancer, and Larry is a great singer and pianist, and Jude, of course, is a fantastic singer and composer and pianist, and Maddie and John are both great singers. In fact, we're going to try to get them on to be musical guests here in the very near future.
What?
Yeah.
And Maddie is also an excellent mustache grabber. And our good friend Ron, he's a person who has commandeered a fantastic creative space in Hollywood for many years. He had a wonderful studio, and I had many fun times there with my group back in the early 80s, Mood Indigo, and Ron took some great pictures of us, and we've had some great concerts there. And Ron is now ensconced in a lovely home up in the valley, and is obviously making it look quite nice. And then our fantastic musical guest, Mr. Dave Stuckey. Thank you so much for joining us, Dave.
My pleasure.
Treat to have you on board. And
Great.
Bailey, thank you for dancing. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey.
Time. It was fun.
And Larry, I hope that we get to hear from you in the very near future.
Okay.
That'd be fun. And so I'm going to finish off. And once again, thank all of you out there in virtual land for joining us. And next week we have fantastic musical guests from Seattle, the great Miles and Karina. And they're going to do some, possibly some of their own original music. In addition to, rockabilly and country tunes and their originals, they also are composing soundtracks for silent films. So they're both a couple of very talented people. And that's next week on our cocktail hour. And let's see, what else? I'd also like to thank my executive producer for joining us today on vocals and for running the show. Jessica MacGill. Thank you, Jessica.
I know.
Yay.
See, when I start thanking her, she puts me on the big picture there. That's right. So anyway, we're going to play out. And once again, thank you, everybody. And don't forget the Venmo and the PayPal and all of that. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Got brand new suit. Tie. Got brand new twinkle in my eye. And you know the reason why. Got a brand new gal. And I won't dispute. That's the reason why I got a brand new tie and a brand new suit. When I'm with her, gonna look my best. Put on my tan shoes, gray spats, my double-breasted vest. Got a brand new stick pin, it's Steckler Pearl. Got a brand new suit, brand new tie, and a brand new girl. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, la-la-da-da-da-da-da, dun-da-do-do-da-da-do-da-da-do-da-do-ba-da-da-da-da-da. When I'm with her, gonna look my best. Put on my tan shoes, gray spats, my double-breasted vest. Got a brand new stick pin, it's Tesla Pearl. Got brand new suit, brand new tie and a brand new girl. Wah, wah, wah. Brand new suit, brand new tie and a brand new girl. A brand new suit, got a brand new tie and a brand new girl. All right, everybody, see you
Woo,
next
woo, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday!
Birthday.
All right.
Love ya.